Ma'am, you can start reading from chakras.
Okay. Your chakras. The other thing that shift functions, that the other things that shift function.
Am I not able to hear you? Suddenly?
I don't know.
Thing has happened or what?
Can you hear now?
There is some problem with my earphone again, or what?
Yeah.
Whenever I do this, does it go into a loop?
Yeah. Can you stop the recording? We'll go back.
Try, ma'am. Manasa, can you say something? Whether I just want to check whether I'm able to hear or not.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear it?
Manasa or Anu?
Yes, sir. We are able to hear,
no, sir. I'm not able to hear. That means something has gone wrong with this. Balagaru, just say something.
Your chakras?
Yeah.
Can you hear?
I'm able to hear. That means one second.
Yeah, you can record. Okay. Your chakras. The other things that shift function are your chakra systems. Most of you are aware of chakras. You have a total of 14 major chakras that exist multidimensionally, 7 within your physical body, 7 outside your body, plus the alpha and omega chakras. Most people see or feel chakras as radiant, spinning energy sources, but chakras also have a 6th dimensional internal structure. Under the karma game.
No, that is a very important point. They have an internal structure again.
Yeah. So what he is saying, that is the 6th dimensional internal structure. So this connects to 6th dimension?
No. They have got an internal structure which spawns 6 dimensions.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 6 levels. Yeah.
See, we are existing in 12 dimensions.
Yeah.
The chakras spawn 6 internal dimensions.
Okay. So they also have a 6th dimensional internal structure. Under the karma
there is a structure outside, there is a structure inside.
Yeah. Under the karma game, the structure of the 7 embodied chakras was deliberately limited so that they could only transduce energy from the astral plane. Okay.
Transduce. So that means they could only interact from the astral plane.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. So let me read again. Under the karma game, the structure of the 7 embodied chakras was deliberately limited so that they could only transduce energy from the astral plane. Okay. So they can get only.
Here, you need to read it in connection with this. You have a total of 14 major chakras that exist multidimensionally.
Yeah. Yes.
7 within your physical body, 7 outside your physical body. Plus and the alpha and omega chakras are above the crown chakra.
Omega, I thought underneath the feet, isn't it?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get to that.
Okay. Okay. So they were sealed. With this limited blueprint, a chakra looks like 2 cones. One of the cones open outwards the front of the body. The other one opens outwards to the back. It has a cone shape. One cone opens to the front of the body. Other cone opens to the back of the body. Where their narrowed points touch in the center of the body, they are sealed so that they remain
in this at the spinal column.
Yeah. So they remain in this, they are sealed so they can remain in this configuration. So normally in normal position, they are sealed. This narrow part in the center tends to be clogged with mental and emotional debris, causing the spin of the cones to slow down or stop.
Now, so look at this. There is a direction of rotation, but outward to inward.
Yeah.
and outward to inward. In the process, the debris from all the layers is coming down and settling, right?
Mm-hmm.
That debris is causing the
Clogging.
correct. Yeah. Let's go ahead.
So this starts the acupuncture meridian system of energy and can cause illness or death. So
Okay. Now you are getting it, right?
Yeah, complete stopping of the chakras. That's what he's saying. Complete blocking.
No, complete blocking. That means they could start rotating under the influence. They could start rotating in the negative direction.
Okay. So this starvation, this starts the acupuncture meridian system of energy and can cause illness or death. This type of chakra structure can only move energy from energy front to back or back to front and cannot utilize higher dimensional frequencies. So this type of chakra can only move energy front to back or back to front and cannot utilize higher dimensional frequency.
These are the ones that are embedded within the body.
Yeah, within the body. Okay, the 7 chakras.
Yeah.
So what he is saying is these are the blocked chakras. They function only in this way.
These are the chakras inside. They have got a function.
Yes.
Okay, but because they get clogged by virtue of the other dimension chakras, which is leaving a debris, their function is impacted.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah.
Because if you look at the dimensions, right, as you come down, the density is increasing.
Yes.
And as you go up, you are becoming subtler.
Yes.
Subtler the matter, more the frequency.
Yes. Higher frequency. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
When the light body process is activated, the seals in the center points are broken. The chakra structure gradually...
These center point seals are where, this is where the one that is from outside to inside and inside to outside.
So
the
that
front
is
and back.
Between
the
the
front and back.
Ida and Pingala, the Sushumna.
No. These embodied chakras, when they come and touch in the center of the body.
Oh, okay. Got it.
They are sealed there.
The 2 cones. Yeah.
They are sealed there.
Okay.
Now, when the activation of the light body, that means the different layers of the body, Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, and so on.
Yeah.
When they are activated, this seal is broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the chakra movement also will start changing now. It won't be just activated. Correct. Yeah.
Yes. The chakra structure gradually opens up from the center until the chakra is spherical in shape. Oh, until that time it is cone.
Correct.
Once it is activated, it becomes like a spherical
because
structure.
What happens now, the chakras are rotating in 360 degrees. So cone to cone to cone to cone to cone.
Yeah.
Right? As they are keeping and moving, it is becoming an orbit sort of a thing.
Okay, got it.
Which is spherical.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
This allows the chakra to radiate energy in all directions and begin to transduce frequencies from the higher dimensions.
Higher as well as lower, both will happen.
Okay.
Higher to lower, lower to higher, both will happen as we go forward.
Okay. So the body sheds the collected karmic debris and the spherical blueprint makes it impossible for any more to collect. Oh, so the body sheds and the body sheds the collected karmic debris and the spherical blueprints. Okay, got it.
Now, this is under natural circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go further.
So once it becomes spherical, the round structure, so it sheds all the whatever karmic blueprint it has. It sheds away.
Provided you are
no
vibrating at those higher frequencies.
Okay.
The moment you let the ego mind again take over, what's happening?
Again it collects.
Because you are now blocking those.
Yeah.
Let's go further.
The spheres keep expanding in size until all the chakras merge as one unified energy field. The spheres keep expanding in size until all the chakras merge as one unified energy field.
Correct.
So in this process, they keep expanding. Actually, I want to mention one thing. In the MMS2, I had this picture taken. What is that picture?
That is the Krillian photography.
Krillian photography. And they, when they compared mine before and after the meditation, how the chakras size increased, he showed me.
No, one chakra size increases, and if the chakra is not in position, it
they
will come back to position. Both will happen.
Yeah. I can show you later if you are interested, but it's very interesting. Each of the upper chakras, the non-embodied chakras, have different geometrical blueprint structure. One that is appropriate for transducing the specific dimensional or oversoul frequencies associated with the chakra. I didn't get. Each of the upper chakras.
One point here before you continue.
So upper chakras in the upper body, not in the body, above the body.
Each of the upper chakras, that means those that are not embodied.
Yeah, not
you have got 7 embodied in the body and 7 outside, right? These we are referring to the 7 that are outside.
Yeah, they have a different geometric blueprint, it seems.
Now, this geometric blueprint structure is similar to the sacred geometry or non-sacred.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Now, the rotation of the tetraheads.
Yeah, the Merkaba. Yeah.
Right? Creates the Merkaba.
Yeah.
Right? Merkaba is an integration of multiple sacred geometry shapes.
Yes.
I mean, I only come up to that. Anything beyond that, Merkaba, I cannot talk.
Yes,
because I have not yet understood.
Yeah, because it has integrated into like more than 2 or 3 pyramids into one structure.
Correct.
That's why it has more energy than the regular pyramid.
Correct.
Okay. One that is appropriate for transducing the specific dimensional or oversoul frequencies associated with the chakra. So what I understood is the upper chakras have a different geometrical blueprint structure. One that is appropriated for transducing the specific dimension.
For each of the dimension.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Oversoul frequencies associated with the chakra. Got it. The 8th and 11th chakras also contain flat crystalline templates that the galactic axiotonal lines pass through. The 8th and 11th chakras also contain flat crystalline templates that the galactic axiotonal lines pass through. What is this axiotonal lines?
Very good. Right, I am also still trying to understand. But those are the ones that connect one dimension to another. It is a layered structure, similar to our system, which is in the physical body.
Similar to?
The nervous system, which is connecting
got it.
layer to layer of the body, of the physical. This is the one that is connecting your overself, and across the dimension, it is connecting yourself to yourself.
Wow. So in case when we want to travel from one dimension to the other dimension, we go through these
this is
these
how
lines.
The energy between the dimensions gets a movement. There is a
Movement.
separate book on axiotonal stuff.
Oh, okay. So that is how the passage works from one to the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Got
Right.
it.
Yeah. That is known as axiotonal attunement. You have to tune to that frequency.
Tuning. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
These templates are used by the oversoul to modulate the star influences on one's physical body once axiotonal meridians are reconnected. Okay. So he is saying these templates are used by oversoul to modulate the star influences on one's physical body once axiotonal meridians are reconnected. So normally, once they are reconnected in the sense.
No, that is because, see, as your frequencies increase, you may establish the connection between dimension and dimension.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That is when these also get connected.
Either connected or depending upon how level we are going down.
How you are vibrating.
Yes.
It depends upon how you are vibrating.
The oversoul recalibrates the axiotonal lines and the axial circulatory system through the 8 chakras.
8th chakra.
Oh, sorry, 8th chakra. Sorry, correct.
That means the oversoul outside.
Yeah.
Above the crown.
Above the crown. So easy talking about the after 7, the top one, 8th chakra is after the 7.
It is above. It is almost 2 feet above the crown chakra.
Yeah. They say the star chakra sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is one of the either alpha or omega.
Yeah, I think alpha. Okay. The oversoul recalibrates the axiotonal lines and the axial circulatory system through the 8th chakra. Therefore, the 8th chakra acts as the master's control for the mutation of the body systems and the merging of the energy bodies. See, that is why even most of these meditations, they say, concentrate on the star chakra or focus on it or align into it.
Correct.
Okay, you want me to go further, read it further?
Yeah.
Okay. Until recently, the alpha and omega chakras have been vestigial in the human body type. So they're very nominal.
They were just lying dormant.
Lying down. No interaction or anything. Even though the alpha and omega chakras are energy centers, they have a completely different type of blueprint and function than that of other chakras. They are finely tuned energy regulators for electric, magnetic, and gravitational waves, as well as serving as anchors for the 7th dimensional etheric blueprint. Wow. So these two have the regulator of energy for electric, magnetic, and gravitational waves. So that is why one of them is connected to our feet. I think that omega probably.
We will know. He will take us there. Yeah.
The alpha chakra is 6 to 8 inches above and about 2 inches forward from the center of your head. Alpha chakra is 6 to 8 inches above and about 2 inches from the center of your head. So 8 inches it seems. So the other one, 8
6
chakra.
to 8.
Yeah.
It is 8 inches above.
Yeah.
And 2 inches forward.
Okay.
So that means it is at an angle. It is not straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It connects you to your immortal body of light in the 5th dimension. Oh, okay. Very interesting. It connects you to your immortal body of light in the 5th dimension. The omega chakra is about 8 inches below the end of your spine and connects you.
This is the omega is bottom. You are right.
Yeah. 8 inches below the end of your spine and connects you to the planet as a hologram, as well as to your entire holographic grid of incarnations. Oh my God. Okay. So it has the history of all the past incarnations. Yeah. Unlike the 4th dimensional karmic matrix, This is a completely non-karmic type of connection. Oh, the one is he's talking about omega it is not connected to karmic type of connect. It is unlike the fourth dimension karmic matrix. This is a completely non-karmic type of connection. So it doesn't have any karmic type. The eighth chakra is 7 to 9 inches above the exact center of the head, above the alpha chakra. Okay. Again, I will repeat. The eighth chakra is 7 to 9 inches above the exact center of the head, above the alpha chakra. There is a column of light above 4 inches in diameter that extends from your eighth chakra down through the center of your body, through the embodied chakras, to about 8 inches below your feet. So this is the column of light he's talking about.
Correct.
So again, I will go to, there is a column of light about 4 inches in diameter that extends from your eighth chakra down through the center of your body, through the embodied chakras, to about 8 inches below your feet. This column supports a tube of light about 1 3/4 inches in diameter, which runs down the exact center of the entire length of the column. Oh, this is the column of light.
Recollecting when I was in Kashi, right? One book came to my mind. It's a very interesting book. It talks about Vasundhara Chakra and how we are connected.
Yeah.
I don't remember the title. Anyway, I will search it out.
Yeah, that Vasundhara Chakra. Yeah, it is the omega, I think, the Vasundhara Chakra.
No, that extends 2 feet below the ground also.
Yes, that's what even I read someplace. Yes, 2 feet below the the ground from our feet. Okay, can we go down one page?
No, he takes us through. No, this is different. The vortex is different. This is a different book I was reading. I'm not able to recollect. Very, very interesting phenomenon. It even tells you that when you are sitting in meditation, if you can sit in meditation facing the direction of where your mother spent the last month of the pregnancy, right? That has much more impact on your health.
Okay.
So that place where you were born has that kind of energies, and that travels through the ground connection.
Through Earth. Yeah.
Okay.
When the alpha and omega chakras are open and operating correctly, you will experience something called the waves of Metatron moving through the inner column of light. These magnetic, electric, and gravitational waves oscillate back and forth between the alpha and omega chakras, which regulate the waves' amplitude and frequency. So they regulate the waves
of and frequency of the waves within the body are regulated by these two.
Alpha and omega. Yeah. Amplitude and frequency. Okay. These waves stimulate and support the flow of pranic life force energy in the smaller tube of light. So these waves stimulate.
He is talking about Kundalini awakening in that serpent, right?
Book.
He talks about the entire body getting illuminated.
Yes.
That is when all this happens.
So these waves stimulate and support the flow of pranic life force energy in the smaller tube of light. So that smaller tube of light is the filament of what we call Sushumna, isn't it? But anyway, we'll see. Smaller tube of light. but we'll see how, I don't know what. The waves of Metatron also assist in coordinating the physical body's mutation to the pre-existing template of your immortal body of light. The waves of
So that
Metatron
means
also,
it is connecting you to your over self.
yeah, it assists in coordinating the physical body. Let me
Correct.
read again. Let me go back and read again. The waves of Metatron also assist in coordinating the physical body's mutation to the pre-existing template of your immortal body of light. Okay. So it adjusts.
It will adjust. Yeah.
As the embodied chakras open into their spherical structure, grids are laid down which connect the chakras directly into the spin points on the skin surface, thereby connecting the chakras directly into the new axiotonal and axial systems. So now the spherical structure grids are laid down which connect the chakras, the chakra grids.
Yes.
Directly into the spin points in the skin surface. So that means they are connected to the skin surface through the nadis.
The axiotonal. The axiotonal. See, nadis are within the body, right?
Yeah. Yes. Nadis are within the body.
Correct. Whereas these are outside the body.
Oh, okay. That's why I'm confused when he says on the skin surface. Okay. Thereby connecting to the chakras directly into the new axiotonal and axial system. So these must be outside the skin, axiotonal and axial. Okay.
Correct.
By connecting the chakra grids into the axiotonal lines, the chakras are hooked up into higher evolutionary universal resonance grids and wave motions. By connecting the chakra grids into the axiotonal lines, the chakras are hooked up into the higher evolutionary universal resonance grids and wave motions. So
See, it is
higher.
important for us to understand this point because when we do the light body activation, starting with the physical body, right?
Yeah.
How are the layers in each dimension getting connected to each other?
Through
How
this
is the exchange
axioton
information taking place?
So all this is through these axiotonal lines from one dimension.
Exactly. So there is a structure actually. There is a structure through which the whole thing is passing. Now, why is this important? If we are to understand the neotic plane, mental plane, psychic plane, physical plane, as you are coming down, the progression of the light, right, and the blockages. He spoke about crystal structures in the astral body.
Yes.
They are acting as the blockers of light.
The crystal structures. Okay, once they are released, then it passes through the crystal. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. This assists.
So this assists the chakras and the emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies to merge into one unified energy field.
So now he is taking us to the merged fields slowly. Universal oneness.
So if there is a higher evolution happens in the in the resonance of the grids and motion, then this assists the chakras and the emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies to merge into the unified energy field.
That means what he is doing, see, he spoke about earlier, he spoke about the see, earlier there was Vasundhara Chakra. That Vasundhara Chakra merged with the root chakra today.
Okay.
Now he is also talking about the root chakra. Today our vibration levels are such that we may be starting somewhere in between the astral layer, mid-astral layer. So awareness as it increases, as your planet ascends.
Yeah.
Right. So he is explaining that part.
Okay, good. Yeah, very good. So that is what he's calling the unified energy field.
Universal. See, all these, when they entirely become, when all the layers are eliminated, what is left? It is the
One
vast
field.
soul and the universal oneness. You are all
Yes.
connected, right? That is what is
Yes.
trying to say.
Okay. So this unified field then receives the oversoul bodies and moves in synchrony with universal waves and pulses. So so this assists the chakras and the emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies to merge into one unified energy field. This unified field then receives the oversoul bodies and moves in synchrony with the universal waves and pulses. So that is how we are directed by the universe, I think, at that time. That this whole new system then transmits these waves and pulses through the spin points into the axial circulatory system to recalibrate the pulses and flows of bodily fluids.
So whatever is happening outside is going to then become part of the microcosm.
Yeah. So that adjusts in the body fluids also. The recalibration occurs within the body.
This can be explained, right? Now that we understand up to this point, right?
Yeah.
Now think about what is happening on. See, earlier we read that if it is a full moon, the earth takes the shape of a geoid.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there is compression. But why is the geoid shape coming about? This is going to explain.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now in karma game, since you are in a state of separation from spirit and living in a state of limitation, and you are alienated from your physical body, that usually means that you are not in your body. If you are not in your body, you cannot activate the heart chakra. Wow. Very simply is it.
The same thing, Parsival will take you through a round and round and round.
Yes.
You will probably
and he confuses
either it will become centrifugal force or centripetal force. Somewhere in between we will be vibrating.
Very, very nicely said. If you cannot activate your heart chakra, the chakras which are operating predominantly are the base chakra, the navel chakra, and the solar plexus chakras.
That means you are under the control of your ego system.
Yes. When you are not in your heart chakra, you are in the other three chakras, the bottom three chakras. All of your interactions are coming out of instinctive terror, karmic patterning power, lust, greed, or sheer ego-centered power interactions with people. Okay, when you are in these three chakras, the bottom.
Not connected. See, your spiritual wisdom is nowhere in relationship with you.
Yes, because you are separated from your body.
Correct.
So
now,
your
contract decoded also is coming into picture here.
Yes.
Because you have got two triangles, right? You have got the spiritual triangle and the physical triangle. They both are sitting independent. They are not getting connected.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So one is the body identity and the other one is the soul identity.
Correct.
So you don't get to have a higher interaction until you are fully in your body. And of course, the upper non-embodied chakras are not activated at all because you are not connected.
No question, no.
Yes.
You are not crossed. You are not come to third floor, fourth floor. How can you go to the seventh floor?
Yes. Correct. Very, very well simply said.
Right. Yeah. Now let us go to activation.
Activation. In March 1988, all of what we call light workers were activated to at least first level light body on this planet. On April 16, 1989, the entire crystalline structure of matter and every inhabitant on this planet was activated to third level light body. Now
we came to the 3D.
3D, yes. Now, this is not an optional process. Everyone is experiencing this. Lots of people are leaving the planet because they don't want to do this in this lifetime. You can choose to do this process.
All these flus, all these are part and parcel of, right, the destiny, and the people who are leaving are people who don't want to be part of this ascension now.
Yeah.
That means they are saying we are not ready. Why are you trying to?
Yes, they're not ready. Yeah. So you can choose to do this process in any lifetime you have ever had in any parallel reality. So don't feel that we are losing people. It is okay. They are just not prepared to do in this incarnation. First level of light body. So you have had an activation to the first level of light body. Now, when this happened, for most of you, it was as though a light bulb went off in your DNA. It is time to go home. That is what it feels like in the body. It is time to go home. And there is a sense of elation that comes up from the body that is just wonderful. At the same time, the body said, time to drop density. And most of you had a very, very good bout of the flu. Much of what is going around right now that people are calling the flu, we call mutational symptoms. When your body drops density, it will tend to have headaches, vomiting, diarrhea, acne, rashes, anything that is like a flu symptom. Muscle aches, joint aches are very common. And if you are back to March 1988, there was a flu epidemic. It was a light epidemic. And recently we had
this is that
COVID
aviation flu and all that, right?
Yes. Yeah. Correct. And recently, similar one is the COVID epidemic.
Correct.
Current human genetic science has called 99% of the DNA junk because we don't know what it all means. In fact, human DNA holds bits of genetic material from every species on Earth, plus genetic material holographically encoded with the collective experience of all the humanity and the experiences of your holographic grid of incarnations, as well as bits of genetic encoding from the sentient species of 383 ascending planets across 5 local universes. Oh my God, so much information. Your DNA also holds latent encodements for mutating your physical body into a light body. Oh my God. So not only your incarnation.
We have incarnated and been part of the 383 planets of this universe.
Yeah, that's right. So not only on this Earth planet incarnations, we are also having 383 ascending planets in whatever we have.
We have all been there. What he is saying is, people who are here today, right?
Yeah.
We have lived in all those planets. So our signatures are there everywhere. Those are our dispersed particles.
And also he's saying we also hold genetic material of every kingdom, isn't it? Every material from every species.
Incarnation, we have got the genetic material.
And also every species on the earth, like all animals.
Because, see, that is now giving us credence to the fact that the soul, right, has been particles.
Yeah.
It has been water bodies. It has evolved through all those. Then, right?
Yeah.
It took up life. So mineral kingdom it has completed. Then it became plant kingdom.
That AIA
then animal
unit.
Kingdom.
That AIA unit.
Correct.
Yeah. That is why in this process we are having all this, stored in our storehouse.
Exactly.
Only about 7% of the genetic encodements were active before March 1988. Then, in the first level of Lightbody, Spirit activated a series of these latent encodements by infusing a tone color sequence. These newly activated encodements these newly activated encodements signaled your body to begin a mutational change in the DNA and a profound alteration in the way your cells metabolize energy. So there is a mutation how we metabolize the energy. We measure light body levels by the ability of your cells to metabolize the light. We measure the light body levels by the ability of your cells to metabolize light. The marker for this
now, understand this from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Soul progression.
Yes.
Right? We spoke about 1 degree of increase when one layer of the feeling and desire match.
Yeah.
Right? Or unmanifested becomes manifested. Now, if it is manifested, means you are able to see and feel it. Or experience it.
Yes.
That means your light body also, that light is passing through you now.
Oh, that is what you call metabolizing the light.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That means you are feeling it and experiencing it.
You are able to align with it. You are able to understand.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So the marker for this new cellular activity is the amount of adenosine triphosphate in the cells. So they measure
now he is bringing the we hear the word mitochondria, the mitochondria, right?
Mitochondria in the cells. Yeah, the stores.
So what is that?
Energy source.
That is getting converted to ATP.
Yes, ADP to ATP. Diphosphate to triphosphate.
No. It is now, you see, activated. See, this is nothing but the marker for this new cellular activity is the amount of ATP.
Yes.
But ATP, if it is lowered, it becomes ADP.
Okay, yeah.
And then it also becomes AMP. Monophosphate.
Yeah. Okay, monophosphate. Okay. So the marker for this new cellular activity is the amount of adenosine triphosphate ATP in the cells. Before light body activation, the energy for cellular functioning came from the energy production and storage system, which shuttles energy back and forth between ADP and ATP, which is a diphosphate and triphosphate.
Before this
activation. Yeah. Before the activation. ATP is an energy storage compound found in the cells. Within the mitochondria, food is converted into energy for the cells, which is then bound up in the ATP. ATP has a chain of 3 phosphate groups, which projects out from the molecule. When an ATP molecule loses its outermost phosphate group, it becomes an ADP molecule. The breaking of the chemical.
How this is becoming a chemical ultimately. So now Joe Dispenza circle also is coming here.
Yes. Yeah.
I tell you, this world is now shrinking. Spiritual world is shrinking for us.
When an ATP molecule loses its outermost phosphate, it becomes an ADP molecule. The breaking of the chemical bond releases energy for the cell to carry out its functions, such as creating proteins. ADP can again become ATP by picking up some energy and a phosphate group. ATP and ADP lose and gain phosphate groups to release and store energy for cellular functioning. This is a closed system of biological energy, ensuring aging and death. no new energy is gained. Wow, very well
So
explained. Very
energy
simple.
transformation. Pardon?
Yeah,
Right?
very well, very
Beautiful.
in simple language. Very well explained. I'm saying.
Very
Yeah.
well. No. The importance of this is in your meditation, you can visualize this entire process happening if you want to heal.
Yes, and without getting an extra energy from outside, how we are maintaining the gaining and losing energy.
Correct.
Yes, through this process.
Sun Yogi is also explained here, Mr. Uma Shankar.
Okay, let's go one more page down.
Yeah. You want to read it once again, just like that?
Sure. We measure light body levels by the ability of your cells to metabolize light. The marker for this new cellular activity is the amount of adenosine triphosphate ATP in the cells. Before light body activation, the energy for cellular functioning came from an energy production and storage system which shuttles energy back and forth between adenosine diphosphate ADP and adenosine triphosphate. ATP is an energy storage compound found in the cells. Within the mitochondria, food is converted into energy for the cells, which is then bound up in the ATP. ATP has a chain of 3 phosphate groups which projects out from the molecule. When an ATP molecule loses its outermost phosphate group, it becomes an ADP molecule. The breaking of the chemical bond releases energy for the cell to carry out its functions, such as creating proteins. ADP can again become ATP by picking up some energy and a phosphate group. ATP and ADP lose and gain phosphate groups to release and store energy for cellular functioning. This is a closed system of biological energy, ensuring aging and death. No new energy is gained. This is how the balance occurs. When the light body mutation was activated, a series of latent DNA encodiments lit up and began to give new directions to the cells. So when this mutation
Now,
of light mutation.
If you read Joe Dispenza, he also explains how DNA triggers RNA for the protein manufacture.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. One of the first instructions was to tell the cells.
So this ADP, ATP, I need to cross-check. I have a feeling it is the DNA, RNA kind of a relationship.
No, this is this is the energy storage he's talking about. Correct. In mitochondria.
And
but so that is but DNA, so RNA comes into protein. No, further,
DNA
the protein.
The blueprint.
Yeah.
Right. DNA is the blueprint. RNA is the entity that is going to do the manufacturing.
Yes.
Right? Okay, anyway, when we read that, we'll be able
Yeah. When the light body mutation was activated, a series of latent DNA encodiments lit up and began to give new directives to the cells. One of the first instructions was to tell the cells to recognize light as a new energy source. At first, the cellular consciousness didn't know what to do with this information. As the cells were bathed in light, the mitochondria, which are very light sensitive, began to fully absorb this new color tonal activation and produce lots of ATP in bursts. Oh, when it gets the mitochondria absorbs more light, it produces more of ATP in bursts. Yeah. The cells had not yet absorbed enough light to stabilize the phosphate bond, so the ATP broke down very rapidly into ADP and cellular metabolism was dramatically speeded up. Accumulated toxins, old traumas, and stored thoughts and emotions began to flush from the physical body and created flu-like symptoms. Wow, very well explained. How the energy mutation and how the changes are showing as flu symptoms. Wonderful. Very well explained.
So this is actually aerial channeled content that we are reading.
Wow.
One of our archangel.
Archangel. Metatron?
No, Ariel.
Is he? Oh, Ariel. Okay. Oh, very good. Very simple language, very well explained. The physical form in its old manner has separated brain functioning into right and left hemisphere functions. Also, the pineal and pituitary glands are atrophied about the size of a pea rather than the size of a walnut. On activation, brain chemistry begins to change and to produce new synapses.
I mean new connectivities. Synapses is the connectivity of the neurons in the brain.
Yeah, new connections. But here, when he's saying pineal and pituitary glands are atrophied, means they're becoming very small.
No. This is the physical form in its old manner.
Oh, okay.
See, in 88, 89, he says there was a mutation that took place, right?
Yeah.
This is the old manner that he is explaining prior to that.
So he's saying
read that once again. That will become clear.
Yeah, okay. About the size of a pea rather than size of a walnut. On activation, brain chemistry begins to change and produce new synapses. Okay, let's read further.
So now, when your new synapses happens, there is an expansion.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Second level of Lightbody.
This is the
first
summary
level
of the first level activation.
Yeah. First level activation.
Okay. Second
level of Lightbody. In the second level, the sixth dimensional etheric blueprint begins to be flooded with the light, and it begins to release the fourth dimensional structures which tie you
in the first this one, we are still within the physical body.
Yeah.
Annamaya Kosha. Now you are coming to the etheric body.
Etheric body. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the first level, when the light activation is happening, he said how the energy ATP, ADP increased and balanced energy, and it and that
and you are ascending up to the stage of Anahata.
Yeah, heart chakra.
So this is the physical body up to Anahata. In the second layer, the astral layer is now going to take action through the etheric layer.
From the heart onwards, heart chakra onwards. Okay. In the second level, the sixth dimensional etheric blueprint begins to be flooded with the light, and it begins to release the fourth dimensional structures which tie you into karmic experiences across all lifetimes. As a result, you may have begun to feel a little disoriented, along with having had more bouts of the flu. So you'll have more and more flu symptoms because you're releasing all karmic unnecessary things.
Correct.
You probably will have found yourself lying in bed saying, "Why am I here? Who am I?" And might have gotten in an inkling that there was something called spirit in your life. Now, we will also define another term. When we use the term soul, we are talking about the differential part of a spirit that experiences through your physical body. When we talk in terms of spirit, we are talking about the part of you which is undifferentiated and totally connected to the source. Okay. Let's go down.
So your soul is connected to the source.
Yes.
Undifferentiated.
So in the second level of Lightbody, you are releasing fourth dimensional structures which begin to change the spin in the geometrics of your emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies.
Why fourth generation? Why fourth dimension?
Because the emotional, mental, and spirit, they are in that level.
Exactly. So when he explained dimension, he said the lower form of creativity.
Yeah.
Which is you are in the third dimension.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, you are passing through the third dimension into the fourth dimension when your physical
From the
body,
above the
which
heart.
is matter based, is now having the next layer, which is emotion based.
Yeah.
That is the second layer.
So now the change is occurring in the spin and the geometrics of your emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies at this level. That's what he's
Correct.
saying.
Correct.
You are beginning to change very rapidly.
So the shades of your emotion, because your emotion speaks in terms of frequency and tone, color and tone.
Color and tone. Yeah.
Okay.
So you are beginning to change very rapidly. Most of what you are experiencing is strictly physical. You may feel very tired. So this is the second level, at the etheric level.
Correct.
Also, yeah, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Third level of light body. In the third level of light body, your physical senses become outrageously strong. The example we use is that the smell of that old piece of garbage stuck in the garbage disposal is driving you crazy from upstairs. Everything may seem incredibly tactile. The chair you are sitting on or the clothes you are wearing.
Old piece of garbage stuck in the garbage disposal is driving me crazy.
Yeah,
right?
that sensitiveness
upstairs.
in the smell.
Correct.
The sensitiveness increases.
Yes.
Everything may seem incredibly tactile. The chair you are sitting on or the clothes you are wearing may be terribly distracting because they feel so sensual. Often, people rediscover the joy of sex in the third level light body. That is why there has been a rise in pregnancies and births since April 1989, when the planet and her population were activated to the third level. Everything that is happening
third level is everything is sensual.
Yeah. Everything that is happening is very centered in the physical body. It is beginning to open up into what we call a biotransducer system. Your body was designed to decode and work with higher light energies as well as transmit these energies to the planet. As part of the game of separation, these functions atrophied. The magnification of the physical senses is the first sign of the awakening of your body as a biotransducer. So this is how
now the eighth chapter will become clearer. Right?
Yeah. So what is exactly atrophied functions?
Atrophy means it is losing its
intensity.
See, atrophy means it is actually decay.
Yes.
See, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Normally, there is a bulge here.
Okay.
Right? When you put your hand like this, you will see a bulge here.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. That is the muscle. Now, in my hand, see what has happened. There is no bulge. Because this muscle has atrophied.
I got it. It loses. Eventually, it lost. Okay.
Now that muscle has dissolved. I have to now, through meditation, reconstruct that muscle. That is my next project to improve my health.
Okay.
Yeah.
As part of the game of separation, these functions atrophied. This magnification of the physical senses is the first sign of the awakening of your body as a biotransducer. So basically, he's saying, even though our senses are strong, eventually we lost. Some of these.
Now, what is a transducer? It will take one form of energy and convert it to another form of energy.
Yeah.
Now that is the biological transducer.
Got it. Yes. So everything that is happening. Here, undifferentiated light from the oversoul pours into the fifth dimensional axiotonal. Let's go down. Axiotonal lines. From the axiotonal spin point interfaces on the skin surface, From the axiotonal spin point interfaces on the skin surface, the fifth dimensional axial circulatory system begins to form.
Now what?
Okay.
You will sense it here. The spin of the cells in this body will carry it forward from the axiotonal. See how the entire thing is getting connected.
Yeah. So can we go one line above? I just want to read and one line up. Yeah. Undifferentiated light from the oversoul pours into the fifth dimensional axiotonal lines. Okay. So the light
what is the
from the
undifferentiated line? The light that has not been separated because of the body.
Okay. Okay, got it. Yeah. So that light, yeah. So the axial system then extends into and activates the spin points in every cell of the physical body. So
But
this is how
it starts
the
at the skin. It starts at the skin. Yeah.
And that's axial circulatory system. That's how it begins to form. And then the axial system extends into, activates the spin points in every cell of the physical body. Whereas in the first and second levels of light body, the physical body was being bathed in light. Now, in the third level, each cell has light focused directly into it through the axial system. Wow. So in the first two, only the bathing of light happens, but in the third, the third chain, he's saying the light happens inside the cells.
Correct.
Each cell has light focused directly into it through the axial system. The mitochondria.
Through the axial system, it will touch the spin of the skin.
Yeah.
Every cell has got a spin.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go further.
The mitochondria usually recognizes this light as food and produces more ATP. Because the cell is receiving light as usable energy, less of the ATP turns into ADP. As the axial
there is
system
a constant
of the light.
Right? Now what is happening? Now please understand the meaning of that.
When you receive
ATP
more light
to ATP to ADP is loss of energy.
Yeah. Yes.
Now read that.
In that process. See, what I understood from this, because of this light energy, and more when we do meditation, we lose our hunger. I mean, like we don't feel like, even that is our that energy.
Perfect. That is why sitting in the sun also is very important, which I have to start doing from tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, correct. So because the cell is receiving light as usable energy, less of ATP turns into ADP. As the axial system feeds energy from the oversoul into the cellular spin points, the spin points produce sounds and light frequencies which change the atomic spin of the cells molecules, especially
there are
in the hydrogen
cells
atom.
in the molecules of the cells.
Yes.
Cells have got multiple molecules which have become chemical also. ATP is that chemical.
Especially in hydrogen atoms, he's saying.
Yes.
So the spin points produce sound light frequencies which change the atomic spin of the cell molecules, especially in the hydrogen atoms. At the atomic spin in the ATP molecule increases, a new functioning emerges. The 3 phosphate groups forming the stalk of the ATP molecule begin to act like an antenna for undifferentiated light, and the symmetrical head of the molecule acts like a prism, breaking down the light into subtle color spectrums usable by the dormant DNA encodiments. Wow. Let me read again. Yeah. The 3 phosphate groups forming the stalk of the ATP molecule begin to act like an antenna for undifferentiated light, and the symmetrical head of the molecule acts like a prism, breaking down the light into subtle color spectrums usable by the dormant DNA encodements. Wow, amazing. So
And
this is
now
all
slowly,
happening.
by extending this, right, we can even explain the visions and other things that are not explicable when we are sitting and doing meditation.
Wow. So this is all happening because of the light spin.
Because we are the light bodies,
yeah,
all that hidden stuff within us is taking its own sequence of coming back to demonstrating what it is capable of.
yeah.
We are getting more and more understanding.
So, being this ATP molecule as an antenna, the light breaks up into a prism of colors, is saying.
Correct.
So that is how our chakras are, different color of chakras, and
No, not
everything is
only
expanded.
chakras, this is even at the cell level.
Cell level, yes. Yes. Before light body was activated, the ribonucleic acid RNA in the cells acted as one-way messenger. So before the activation, RNA acted as only one-way messenger. It carried directives from the active 7% of the DNA to other parts of the cells for execution, such as what proteins to synthesize. So he's saying only it carried one way before the light body, one-way messenger. And also it carried the directives of only 7% of DNA to execute the proteins for the cells. To make the proteins for the cells, only 7%. Such as what proteins to synthesize. In third level light body, the RNA became a two-way messenger. Now, it took light broken down into the usable color frequencies by the ATP antenna / prism back into the DNA strands. The
That
dormant
means now you are strengthening the DNA also now.
Yes, because RNA is becoming two-way. Yeah. The dormant genetic encodements gradually awaken with each successive light body level, and give their information to the RNA, which transmits it to the rest of the cell. So this is how the dormant genetic.
How do you measure the light body level?
ATP, the amount of ATP.
Now, because there is more ATP, you have got a better action.
Yes. So the dormant genetic encodement gradually awaken with each successive light body level and give their information to the RNA, which transmit it to the rest of the cell. That is how it keeps increasing.
That means you are becoming healthier in the process.
Yes. It is much like the new CD laser technologies on Earth. An enormous amount of information can be stored on one disk. Imagine that a vast amount of information can be stored in a color range of red, and vast amount of data can be stored in a blue spectrum. A red laser beam is run across the disk, and all the red information is now able to read, but you still know nothing about what is stored in the blue spectrum.
Not to be read, to be read.
Okay. Oh, yes, to be read. Sorry. A red laser beam is run across the disk, and all the red information is now able to be read, but you still know nothing about what is stored in the blue spectrum. Correct. So you only know only in that that range. You run a blue laser beam. You run a blue laser beam over the CD, and now all that data is available. The light dash color frequencies read the DNA in much the same way. I got it. The light colored frequencies read the DNA in much the same way. Until the color spectrum is transmitted, you have no idea what is in there. Each light body level has its own color or tonal signature. In this way, spirit achieves the gradual mutation of the physical body. Wow. How that is so specific to the color.
Now, just imagine what we can do with our guided meditation. You want to heal somebody of something, you can reconstruct the whole thing through this.
Yeah. That's why they say For healing, they use blue light.
Correct. Oh, blue is one, but maybe red also is required. Depends upon which chakra, which color, which is the dominant. All those things come encoded in this now.
Yes. So the one-way DNA to RNA information transfer and the ATP to ADP energy cycle were closed systems, ensuring entropy. Nothing could change.
Energy.
Yeah, nothing could change except to decay. With Lightbody activation, new fully open systems can develop, making infinite energy and infinite information available to the body. A dialogue between your physical body and spirit has begun. Wow. So now that one-way DNA to RNA, changed to two-way, and also here ATP, ADP energy cycles were closed system become an open system.
That is what is happening with people who are living in the physical body.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this last para that you read explains Patriji's statement. Spiritual health is the root and physical health is the fruit.
Correct. See how very well he scientifically explained how all this happens with the light. So dialogue between your physical body and spirit has begun. In the first two levels of Lightbody, you can still reverse the entire process because the ATP and RNA have not gained this new functioning. So this new function is the dialogue until we get the dialogue between the physical body and the spirit.
No.
That's what.
See,
what is this
unless you have moved up into the Lightbody level, right? Because you have now moved, what is he saying? In the first two levels of the Lightbody, you can still reverse the entire process because ATP and RNA have not gained this new function.
Functioning.
Now see what he's saying.
So in the first two levels of Lightbody, you can still reverse the entire process because the ATP and RNA have not gained this new functioning. At the third level of Lightbody, it is a continuing mutation that you cannot stop. Okay. So until you had to work to come to that level, that's right. So from that onwards, it is a continuation process. That is why when the indigenous population of this planet and the planet herself were activated, they were activated to the third level of Lightbody. So the process could not be messed up with quite simply. Only
so
from
now
that
it is
third
only
level.
progression in one direction.
Yeah, from the third level. Yes.
Correct.
Also in that activation to the third level of Lightbody, a set point was created between this planet and all other planets that are ascending out of the physical plane so that you are all in sync. So at the same time, we are all ascending, so we are all in syncing. It is not just that
your datum is shifting upwards.
But the light
point is shifting.
Yeah. So we are at the sync in the light level with the Earth and other planets. That's what he's saying. It is not just that this planet is ascending, the entire dimension is ascending. And so is the entire astral plane. There will be no more physical and astral planes when this is done. This entire process is something we call an in-breath of the source. Wow. So he's saying it is not only Earth, all other dimensions also we are ascending at the same time.
No, if this was a Christian person, he would say the influence of the satanic capabilities and satanic energies is reducing and more God is free.
Yeah, correct. That's what the negative energy, negative forces.
Correct.
In our model, the source, the one point, all that is our God, manifests as in-breaths and out-breaths of creativity. Very slow out-breaths and very quick in-breaths. A light worker once asked us why it takes billions of years to densify a game to this level of separation And yet we are running the whole game around in 20 years. Imagine that you are the one and you decide to explore the myriad possible facets of what you are through levels of progressive
Individuation.
individuation.
So that is you are individuating. See, when you break away from oneness, it is you are becoming individual. So that process is giving the name of individuation.
Yeah. Imagine that you are one and you decide to explore the myriad possible facets of what you are through levels of progressive individuation. It is like stretching a rubber band. As you achieve more and more individuation, the rubber band gets tighter and tighter and tighter. Well, there is a point when it has stretched as far as it can. You have separated the maximum that you can from your oneness, and the tension is tremendous. So you turn around and let go of the rubber band, your separateness. What happens? You shoot back to your oneness very quickly.
So he's explaining why it took
so long. So he's saying we're slowly stretching instead of just doing it once. Isn't it? That's what he's saying. Yes. Doing once it quickly. On this planet, you have a game of separation that has now completed every possible permutation of relationship and interaction you can have. Every karmic relationship that you can explore has been explored. And when that happens, you begin the in-breath. This game is over. It is time to go home.
Now, see, here your 35 lessons of lifetime
are learned.
Yeah.
We have perfected.
Yeah.
So what we term light workers are people who are here as transition teams to assist in this process of light. That is why you are here. Some of you have been here for the entire cycle. Some of you are assisting in setting up this particular game and have decided to stay and see how it would work. If you were to look at time linearly, you are sitting out across linear time and across all parallel times, activating, turning into light. A planet does not ascend in an instant. It ascends from the moment of its creation. And that is why so many of you took on so many lifetimes here. Others of you are showing up to assist now, and that is okay too. So it is a gradual process. A planet does not ascend in an instant. Yeah. Fourth level of light body.
You want to do it or you want to stop? Look at it.
We'll stop. How many more? Like 4 more levels, Kada?
No. Total 12.
Oh, then we are only at 4. Let us do next tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Very interesting.